I remember when I was teaching scuba diving, there was one child, he was a high school student on a field trip, and they were doing a scuba diving course. And I remember that guy went on to do a PhD. First, he went on to do marine biology and then do a PhD. I think he finished his PhD before I did. But I remember just feeling so happy that this guy had, seen something in that experience on the coral reef for the first time that drove them to do an ecological degree in the marine systems and then go on and do a PhD. I think those moments and experiences are just they are invaluable. They are a real motivator. It's one thing you can't have taken away from you. You can have money comes and goes, and funding comes and goes, and all those things, but when you experience that, it must be a very worthwhile
experience.
Experience.
But that's how it happened for me, Dom. The origins of my interest. I was on a tiny island in Indonesia that boasted that it was the smallest island in the world with an Irish pub. And I got drunk one night in 2002, 2003 in Indonesia. And I met an English guy called Stuart Pike, who from memory was from St Albans, just north of London. And he was a scuba diving instructor. And I was like, yeah, I want to learn how to dive. I'm not scared. And I woke up the next day with this awful hangover, and I just felt really bad that I'd sort of committed to do this dive with him, and he was probably waiting for me. And I woke up terrified, and all the sort of bravado that being a little bit tipsy provides, I was so terrified. And I went and found him at his dive shop, and I was like, Stuart, I'm so sorry, man. I had too many beers last night. I'm really, that's not my bag. I don't want to do it. And he was waiting for me, and he sort of worked out I was a big guy, and he had like this extra large BCD, and everything was ready to go. And he was like, "Oh, come on, mate, I've set it all up now." And I'm like, "Oh, come on, man, you're killing me." And we jumped in a swimming pool, and I took my first breath of compressed air in a swimming pool, and it was just so remarkable. And I signed up for this dive course, and on the first dive, it was just him and I, and we went down the anchor line, and a cuttlefish came up to me and started changing colors and changing shape. And it was right in my face. And I wasn't scared, but I was curious. I had no idea what this creature was. It kind of looked like a squid, but it didn't look like a squid. And I remember on that dive, every creature I saw that I didn't know what it was, which was pretty much everything, we had endless conversations into the night afterwards. And that was the moment, Dom, where I thought, how can I consciously live in harmony with this planet and yet not know what the animals are that I share it with? Because we're basically intelligent apes. We're out of control primates that wear clothes, but everything in nature is so perfect and it lives in harmony with each other apart from us. So it was that moment I realized that I have the ability to learn and do something about it. And that philosophy has been translated to these kids, that a lot of them are scared of the water. A lot of them don't want to be interested in the water because of that fear. So what we do is take them and put them in the water to confront their fears. And that is a life-changing experience.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter if they go on to become scientists or university career students, just having that appreciation and understanding of their environment, and that not everything is going to kill you as soon as you jump in or eat you, but everything is in balance and everything works for a very specific reason that maintains the health of our planet. That's what it's all about. It's all about immersion and experiential learning, and that's what we do.
Yeah, I mean, that's spot on. We're part of this system, and the only thing that separates us from all the other animals is our ability to think. And we have the ability to think rationally about things, but we can often get sidetracked with things that don't matter and things that we don't have control over, like money and wealth and status. And we get too caught up in that to remember that, hold on a second, we need to think about what environment, where we are in the world and the universe, if you want to go further.
I just feel that I'm part of something that is just so much greater than I am, and it's very humbling. And I sleep well at night, Dom, because I don't, I don't have wealth, I don't have a lot of personal possessions, but I just feel that the older I get and the more I interact with young people and share this passion with them, the more I feel that this is completely my purpose in life.
Yeah.
And it's a very rewarding and humbling concept, I guess, to be as in tune with nature as possible.